Good morning, everybody. Welcome back as we continue here on DBS this morning. Right now, we want to wake you up in the know with this segment, and it's all about a Christmas tradition. Because yes, it is November, and yes, we are starting Christmas right now. So let's take a look at the world of masquerade. Hey, St. Lucia, welcome back as we continue on DBS this morning. I am so excited because we are at 758 Books, and you know what? For the Christmas season, it's going to become a hub for what I know is an authentic Christmas tradition, and this is masquerade. And when you think about that, one person comes to mind. She's always at the forefront for this, a pioneer really pushing to keep it alive. So we have Auntie June Frederick. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Now I'm so excited to be here, and I guess I probably didn't have to say masquerade because I'm sure the hats behind us probably already gave that away. But I know today you're going to be hosting a little workshop, if I should say, on how to actually build masquerade hats. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about the tradition and what's going to be happening today.
Well, from my childhood, masquerade and Christmas are synonymous. The same way people look forward to Christmas trees and gifts and, black cake and sorrel and so on. I look forward as a child to masquerade. And it had died here a few years ago, especially the masquerade in Castries had died. And I've tried for a very long time, I think from the year 1999, to try and bring it back by doing a project on the masquerade. And so right now I have a group of theatre kids who were in my Youth in Arts Theatre Company who are now called the Wire Masqueraders, the Youth in Arts Masqueraders. And this is going to be our home for the Christmas season. We will be doing performances outside of this area because we will be at JQ Ball and we'll be in town sometimes. But basically here is going to be our home for the masquerade season. So on a Thursday, you can come and try your hand at making a costume of some sort, whether it's a hat or a pie banana costume. And on a Saturday afternoon, we do dance movements and stuff. So if you want to be a masquerader, if you just want to come and learn at 1 o'clock on a Saturday, please feel free.
Now, this gives us some excitement. Of course, when we look at Christmas, we see so many ads and everything is becoming the white Christmas. But we are in St. Lucia, it's the Caribbean, and we have our own traditions. And we have to make sure that it doesn't die out, which I was so excited to even hear the news that you were having this workshop going on. But I had no idea that you had this full calendar of activities. And it's great that people can come in because, it almost gives me that Kootme feel because, you can come in and help build the costumes. That's and right. Bring that spirit again.
Yes, and this is the feel we're trying for this year. We're just trying to do some things different and trying to get more people interested in it. I would also like to make mention of the Silver Shadow Dancers because they are another group of dancers that have kept the masquerade alive in St. Lucia, and they also work really hard at keeping the tradition alive. So it's one of those things. And the other group that I have heard of is the Jab Dewa from Soufrière. They have always remained true to form and they are always out during the season in Soufrière. So we do have little pockets of the masquerade, but in Castries we're really trying hard, and my dream is to eventually get the masqueraders into all the schools. Nice. So that we can have, a nice festival of masquerade at some point.
Great. Now, that is definitely a great vision, and I don't see it as something being impossible. So, we are St. Lucians. This is our tradition, and I feel like too long, because before doing my show, and I had to start thinking of what are some of the elements of an authentic St. Lucian Christmas, I had a little trouble, things weren't just coming at the tip of my tongue. It wasn't hitting the brain. And now, after doing this for some time, I'm meeting so many other creators like you. I've learned what really makes our Christmas. So that shows we shouldn't have to be digging to figure out what is our tradition or what makes us who we are. So remember, on Thursdays, 758 Books is right here in the Gablewoods Mall, the food court area. So if you want to come learn a little bit about our Christmas traditions, learn about masquerade, whether it's the dance, costume build, make hats, etc., or even the music, because that's another important element.
Extremely important, and a little bit of concern to me now because so many of the musicians have died, and we're really trying to keep the authenticity of the music. We know there is a machine generated sound on the radio, but there is a certain trill to the flute and roll of the drums that you don't get. So I am really and truly trying hard to get musicians into studio so that we can actually preserve the music and then get it scored so that it can be taught to different musicians. And I'm hoping that the musicians out there are hearing this and listening to me, because one of the things we're having is something called a meeting of the musical minds on the 25th of November, Monday the 25th at 758 Books. And we're doing this so that we can really talk to the musicians and see how we can not only preserve, but how we can promote our authentic masquerade music.
Perfect. Well, Auntie June, I want to thank you so much for keeping us in the know. So St. Lucia Masquerade season is coming up, and if you want to learn more about it or get involved, this is the opportunity. So Thursdays as well as Saturdays right here at 758 Books. This is the place to be if you want to dive right into our culture. And not to mention, it's going to be transformed. So you're going to feel like you're in a Christmas village, just letting you know. So Auntie June, we're going to keep following this. And St. Lucia, look out, because Christmas is coming. And we are going to be bringing you so much of an authentic Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bonjour, c'est Lucie. Comment ça va? I am so excited. Je suis contente et heureuse.
Et bonjour, Sheila.
Bonjour, Madame Gas. Ça va?
Oui, très bien, vous.
All right, thank you. So St. Lucia, I'm learning a little bit more and more, but this is very fitting today because it is a super exciting morning here because we are bringing you a new program and it is called
IFLE CARICOM, IFLE Project. Yes, Don't forget this word.
Yes, so it is IFLE. And of course, you're going to see more about it. The signage should be up right now. But Madame Gas, you're the perfect person to tell us and share the exciting news of this project.
So, let's explain, because it's a huge project. Mm-hmm. We consider that in the Caribbean region, you have the multilingualism part, for sure. Problem is perhaps we don't have a plurilingualism.
Right.
It's quite difficult for us to tell this kind of word. And what we wanted through this project is to promote the languages, learning languages, to open new opportunities, to be open to new words, and to discover the world. In this project is founded by the Foreign Affairs, the French Foreign Affairs. It will belong 2 years. We are working on 11 countries.
Wow.
So part of them are from OCS, but we are working from Jamaica to Suriname.
Wow.
A lot of countries. We are working on 3 components. One, linguistic components, try to train the teachers, the French teachers, to upper their level, mm-hmm. and to be able to give more French lessons to all the students who are interested in this. Our aim also is to promote the TELF exam. I know that Diane from Alliance Française told about that a lot of times. So the linguistic part, first component. The second component is the entrepreneurship part. Mm-hmm. So for this part, we just try to identify people who want to, from the Anglophone English-speaking countries, who wants to do something with the French-speaking countries, and we try to get them in touch. And the last part is the cultural part, a very, very big part. So we are traveling in all the countries, mm-hmm. trying to discover a new artist, what we call senior artists or mentors, mm-hmm. New sites where we can perform, and also the highlights of each country's culture in the cultural part. Why we are doing this is then to organize a kind of system for exchanges in the cultural part. We really want to make all the artists first to be sure that they can live from their art. They can live.
Right.
They can be trained. We are lucky in France because we have structures for training people in the arts part, and so this is what we would like to convince people and also parents that young people can live with their arts. For this, they have to learn a little bit French. Yes, because they will have to exchange with French people. But it's a very enthusiastic project. I am working with a small team only with young people, very active.
Yes.
And that's why we wanted to promote this and to make a point with the OCS today at the Alliance Française on this project.
Great. Well, thank you so much for telling us about this. And at this moment as well, St. Lucia, we are going to chat with another friend of ours because, as Madame Gas said, the OECS Commission is on board with this. So it's super important as well. But the contact information is on the screen, the website. So make sure you take note of all of this. And thank you again, Madame Gas.
You're welcome. Thank you. IFLE project, don't forget.
So even more exciting news, St. Lucia, as the Alliance Française continues to push this movement with IFLE. We have Mr. Rafa Gordon representing the OECS Commission, and if they're supporting this alone signifies how great this opportunity is. So, Rafa, how are you doing today? This is some exciting news.
Yes, it is. I'm doing well, thanks. It is exciting news because the opportunity here for St. Lucians and other persons of the OECS is really a great one. It allows for a high level of mobility across the French and English territories. There are opportunities for teachers to increase their capacity and competence in terms of instruction in French, and to be able to create the sort of energy and motivation that is needed for students to accept the opportunities to learn French and to access opportunities in the French territories as well. The proximity of those countries would certainly allow for increased exchanges. There are opportunities for cultural exchanges, opportunities for improved partnerships in terms of commerce, and certainly the language exchange experience is an important one as well. So the program is all about that networking, integration, communication and exchanging of experiences. So certainly because of the fact that they're so close to us, it makes it much easier to be able to access than territories from Europe, for instance. Learning more languages helps with your own personal cognitive development. That is the development of your own thinking, your brain, etc. Beyond that, it helps you to better understand your own language, particularly in our part of the world where English is not necessarily the first language that the majority of us speak. As you learn a foreign language, it helps you better understand your own grammatical rules and structures within the language that you speak. Beyond that, there certainly would be the opportunities with, as you mentioned, plurilingualism, to be able to connect to other parts of the world, to be able to create opportunities for yourself financially, whether it be with translation or with protocol in foreign affairs, even with the teaching. We definitely need more and more persons who have the capacity to speak and teach the languages to be able to reach the younger population so that they too grow up with not just an appreciation for the language, but also the level of competence that would be required so that they too become marketable.
Definitely. So St. Lucia, on this note, there are so many reasons why you should get on board if you want to be involved. The time is now, the movement is starting, and we are in a perfect location for this. So please make sure, if you want more information on it, the Alliance Française is here, and of course the OECS Commission is also here supporting that. So I don't think you need any more reason to know that the time is now to get on board. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good morning, St. Lucia. This is Buils from Buils with Lifestyle. Today, we have a training for you. I'm going to be the one working out, and I'm going to be showing you how to superset a chest exercise today. So come with me, those at home, even if you haven't got weights, but you have water bottles or something to that effect, or railing, just follow me. These exercises can be done at home, not only at the gym. So firstly, we're going to do some pull-ups, stretch out the arms and the lats. Let's go. So even if you have a partition at home or a bar, you can get a simple stretch exercise at home. So you do some pull-ups, and now you can just stretch it out. Stretch. Stretch it out. Stretch. All right. The first exercise we're going to execute today, we're going to superset a flat bench press with a flat fly. Now remember, despite the fact we're supersetting, we're building. So we're going to do it in a compound format to actually isolate that specific muscle to allow the blood to flow. So we're going to do sets of 10. So when I do 10 bench press, I'm going to go into 10 flat flies. Let's go. Remember, feet planted properly. Always keep your feet down. Lean back, kick it up. Slight bend in the back, chest up. Slight bend. Notice I haven't got my arms straight across. Slightly in front. Go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going into the flies. Extend your arms out, chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we superset a flat chest and a flat fly. We're going to go into incline barbell press and incline dumbbell fly. Let's go. Yeah, so the second superset exercise, incline barbell press with incline flies. So it's hot. Right back at 1. It's hot in here. Right now we're going to lift. Whew. Let's get this. Should perform measurements, not too much to measure with, but get it. This exercise, properly executed, helps you build muscle. If you want to get ripped and toned, yes, you can do 12 to 15. You understand? But like when somebody asked the last time for the age limit, 40 and up, I don't really advise superset exercises. I more recommend the compound workouts. However, if you do want to superset, because there are some over 40 and up that are more energetic than the others, perfect example for you. Controlled superset exercises. That's how we do it at the Bullsweet Lifestyle. So we're going to start this push-up exercise. I'm going to add a little flavor to it. So all the chefs out there, not only you that can cook with flavor. I got some curry right here. So we're going to do 6 close, diamond, 6 medium, 6 wide. 6 close, 6 medium, 6 wide. In fact, we'll make it 8. All right? We'll get it done 8. Let's do this. That's what you call builds. If you didn't know what build stands for, it means brûler. If you don't know what brûler stands for, it means burn. So it's a brûler, builds, burn, fit lifestyle. We're getting fit and ripped while trying. Our second set, we're going to do it in reverse. We're going to start wide, come in medium, then close. Let's see if I can finish that strong. I have no more juice left in me. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Watch it. Wait, give me that. Sandbag?
Yeah, you have that.
Oh,
You have that. Come
really? Saint Lucia.
on. Come on.
I'm being tortured right now. So who's the real torture master there? Really, Parker?
Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
No excuses. No excuses. Let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! That's it. That is a 40 pound sandbag on my back. And how much is that? 65? That is a 65 pound sandbag on my back. With that 20 pound chain in my neck. Really, St. Lucia? Really? Well, I guess that's what cheerleaders go through. It's my turn today. But who's the master? We don't give up. Let's go. That's how we get it done at Blissful Lifestyle. We never give up. So, St. Lucia, all those that joined me this morning, we showed you a warm-up with some pull-ups, stretch on the bar. Then we did a superset flat dumbbell press and dumbbell fly. Then we also showed you a barbell incline press, superset for incline dumbbell fly. I will show you a 3-hit combo with push-ups, close, medium, and wide. And we're going to show you the warm down last exercise, which is some dips. So we're just going to give you 2 sets of 10 to failure. I failed already, so I'm going to give you 2 sets of 10. Let's go. Let's dip it out. So, St. Lucia, this was your chest exercise today, superset. Thank you for joining in. And remember, we have more in store. That was only a warm-up. Remember, stay focused, give God thanks and praise. And remember, eat healthy, stay hydrated, and please, come work at the Blissful Lifestyle for you to get ripped and fit while trying.
Thank you very much, everybody, for keeping it locked on. This is where we reach the end, and I'm hoping that you're feeling pumped and energized. Of course, I know whenever we work out with Wheels, that's the feeling we leave you with. And a special good morning to Sharon, because you are always trying despite your age, despite some medical complications. And this is what really makes me happy, to know that we can help motivate you, and you know what, we can do it together. So to all of you who sit and just watch us work out instead of doing the versions, the modifications, you know, taking your tins of milk or your rice or something to make it work, or your broomstick even, we can make things work. So stop making excuses. Let's get up, let's get moving. And I'm leaving you with this phrase today, which I came across recently, which says, the way you do anything says how you do everything. So some powerful words, short but sweet. So let's make sure when we step out today, we put our best foot forward and we get ready to own the day. I'll see you tomorrow.